Hello gadgets, in this video we are going to learn about provider, the provider pattern and its architecture. Many of the developers get confused between choosing a right state management for its Flutter application. You may use Getx, Block, Mobex or any sort of other state management tools, but according to me, provider is best. Provider is known for its easy to use code and similarly less boilerplate thing. Now instead of dive into provider package, I recommend you to subscribing my channel. And after subscribing, I will be providing you all the necessary code that Flutter needs. Now if you have done that, we are good to go. So before implementing provider into your Flutter application, you need to get the dependency of the provider itself. So to do that, you can move into your pub.yaml file and get a dependency of provider. To generate some random strings under the example of provider, you will be needing the dependency of the random string itself. Instead of using the old traditional example of counter app, we shall be generating some random string with the help of provider. Now I personally recommend using provider cause it is easy to use and generates less boilerplate code. So first thing first, you can create a new file for the provider itself. So I can simply name it random generator or any sort of thing. So under this file, first of all we will simply need a class for a provider itself. So here I will create a new class random generator. Now this class is going to be containing some values. The values shall be under a form of variable and the variable is going to be a string which is nothing but a random string. So here I can simply create a new variable. Now the random string shall be needing a getter. So here I can simply create a new string to be a get, which is get string. We shall be simply returning a random string itself. To get all the functionalities of the provider class, we need to extend the following class with change notifier. Now once we have converted our random generator class with the help of change notifier, we shall be getting the help of notify listener, which provider shall be providing to us. Okay, after setting the getter for a random string, we shall be requiring a method for generating a random string itself. So here I can create a new void method. Now the following method will be taking a build context. So under this method, I shall be simply doing one thing, that is assign the value of the following random string to be a random string from the random string package itself. So here I can simply set it to be 10. So after assigning the following variable name for a random string to be a random string from the random string package itself, we can simply notify all of our listeners under our provider with the help of change notifier. So here I will simply write notify listeners. Now after writing the following line of notify listeners, all the listeners that are listening to the following provider class, which is a random generator, shall occupy the following generate string method, which will be simply assign the following random string variable which I have assigned under our provider class to be equal to the random string to be under a length of 10. We can move under our home page and simply start implementing the UI for our provider. But before that, you can move under your main.dart file and refactor the following material app into a multiple provider. Now the multiple provider shall be helpful to us in case our Flutter application has multiple provider. Now the multiple provider will be simply needing a value. So here after having this child, if I hover over it, it will be simply taking a required parameter which is provider itself. So here I can simply write here a provider, and under this provider I can simply write here change notifier provider dot value, and under this value we need to provide here a value for a provider. And guess what, we have our provider class here which is a random generator itself. So I can simply copy this and paste it here. So we can simply import it. Alright. So we have our change notifier property here under a form of value for a random generator. So once we have implemented a multiple provider under a material app, we can simply move under our home page and start making some breaking changes under our UI. So here under this body, we have a center, and under the center I will have a child to be a text. Now the text is going to be nothing but a string which is a random string from the random generator class itself. So first thing first, I can move under my stateless widget at the top of it and create a new string. Now once we have gotten the following rand string, I can simply assign the value to it which is under a random string itself. And here under our home page, we need to create an empty shell for a method of generating a random string which is under a generating string itself. Now the shell for the new method under our home page shall be responsible for handling all the breaking changes which are going to be occurring into our provider. So to implement that, I can simply create a new method which is going to be void. It will be simply requiring a build context, and under this method we shall be requiring the value of the provider itself. So to provide the value from our class of random generator, I can simply write here provider dot of, and under this context, first of all we will be requiring the bracket value of the random generator class itself, which is our base notifier. So here I can simply write here random generator. Now after this context, I can simply grab all of our methods which are under this provider class of random generator. So here we have this method of generate string, and after this context, here we can see we have this value here which is a generate string itself. Alrighty, but we can also do one thing, that is move under this method. It's okay without build context as well. So here we can simply remove this from it as well. Alright, so here we have completed our shell method for generating string under our home page. So we have completed everything that is necessary for generating a random string. So here we can simply do one thing, that is assign the following property of this method over our floating action button. So here I can simply write here generate string itself and provide the context it from our widget build context itself. Alright, after pressing it, you may observe that nothing is happening still for now. That's because we need to assign the value of the getter under our random string 1 to the following integer, not integer but a string of a random string. So here I can simply write here the value of string. So I can assign the following value of rand string to the provider itself dot of, and under this of, first of all I will simply provide it a context, and before that I will simply give it a type of random generator class itself. Alright, so here under this method I can simply get the getter which is getString itself. Alright, but you may notice that we are getting simply an error of the following context. To remove the following error, we can simply copy this entire thing from here and paste it here. Alright, so let's test it up. So here after pressing this button, you may observe that nothing is happening for now. Can you guess the event? What's happening here? Let me tell you that once we have provided the following value of method to our generate_string method from the provider class itself, we can also provide it one more value of listening to it. So here I can simply provide here a listening property to be false, because we are not listening for multiple providers but just a single provider under our random generator class. Alright, so let's test it up. So here after pressing this button, you may observe that a random string is generated under the following text, which is a random string text, which is a variable under a class of provider, which simply returns for all the outputs from our provider class, which is a random generator, and simply gets all the string. Now you may observe that we are also listening here a false, but in case I simply remove this from here, and if I try to here, you may see that it is working now as well. This is because the value of the random string, which is a rand string, is getting generated from our getter of getString, which is under our random generator, and it will simply return the following random string, which is a private variable. But here under the case of our random generator provider method of generate string, here you may observe that we are simply providing the value of the following random string, which may change accordingly. So that's why we are simply using here a property of listen to false. So after pressing this, after many times as you can see that without having any glitch, we can now simply generate all of our random methods here. But you can also do one thing, that is simply create one more method. So here if I simply write void under this method, I can simply have my random string as well. It will be simply equal to a random integer under the case of our package. So here if I simply say it to be 10 as well, and simply notify all of my users. Alright, so here under our this class, if I simply assign here a property of the following generate integer thing, so here in case of this we need to add a property here as well. So here instead of listening for a generate string method, I can simply listen to generate integer as well. And if I try to test it out by writing this same method one more time here, now let's test it out. So here you can see that we are now listening to all of our numbers which are generated under our method of generate integer as well. Now here's a simple thing, that you simply need to listen for a particular method that you need to provide and simply generate the following integer value under this provider class. It may be string, integer or any sort of thing. You just need to create a method and also notify all the listeners. Now the listeners of the following method are going to be under our main UI class, for which we are displaying it to the user, and in this case we have here a shell method which is a generate string. Now the following generate string is simply listening for all the provider class from the random generator, which will contain a context, and we shall not be listening to multiple provider but just a single method, and the method is going to be generate integer itself. And the following method of generate integer, that is generate string, is simply handled under our onPress method of floating action button, and the value under a text, which is a random text, is simply a random string which is getting all of its data from our getString method, which is under a random integer, not integer but random generator. I am jumbled between all the text cause the naming conventions are bad, but these naming conventions are good for you under a perspective of understanding what is provider. Now here, after pressing this button, you can see that we can generate any of our number, and if I simply change the following notifier thing to generate string, and if I press this one more time, you can see we can generate all of our strings. Let's try it out for 30, okay, 320, and test it out. You can see we are now getting 320 digits, and similarly if I simply go for integer under a integer and make it up, you can see we are now getting all of our integers which are random. Now I hope you have understood about provider, that is provider pattern and its architecture. And in order to getting understand with what is a provider, I have here took a small example of random class generator which generates a string and integer. But in case you need a deeper dive into a provider pattern and its architecture, you simply need to comment in the comment section about what topics about the provider you are getting hired with, and I will be making such content day by day. Also, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe pressing the bell button to not miss any of my updates under my following video. So gadgets, this was all about for today, and if you have loved this tutorial, kindly like this video. Also comment down all of your favorite things about this video. You can also follow me on my Instagram. So I will see you in the next one with another great video. Till then, goodbye.